For example, you didn't go to university, you didn't get a degree.
Yeah.
What are the 3 main skill sets that you should focus on, which are going to improve your chances of actually earning more money?
I would say negotiation skills, firstly.
Interesting.
Don't you think negotiation is in
Yes.
every part of your life?
Yeah. That's interesting to see your top 3.
Yeah.
I'm pausing because I don't think I'm very good at negotiating.
Oh.
How do you get?
I say that because to make more money, negotiation will always come into it. Whether it's getting a promotion, negotiating with your boss about a promotion, negotiating with your boss about a pay rise, negotiating with a supplier, negotiating with a sponsor about getting more. It always comes in some way or form to make more money. Even not to make money, negotiating with your partner about where you're going for dinner tonight, negotiating with the kids about what time they're going to sleep. So I feel
if you're
like
constantly going to get pushed over in your life, you're not going to get very far.
Screw it, yeah, you'll get nowhere. Sorry. So I think that would be in the top 3. What would be your top 1? You're the first one that you say. I'm throwing it back at you now.
To improve my skills of making money, probably the understanding and learning the art of selling. So how to sell.
Yeah, I guess to make
this is the psychology of why is it that people want to buy something. What makes people actually want to part from their money, and just having the slick conversational skills to be able to sell something to someone.
Even if they don't need it, potentially.
Yeah, which I think I've noticed a lot of people who are really successful in life, they have their own businesses or whatever, usually at some point in their career or in their life, whether it be late teens, early 20s, they would have worked at a sales center doing sales calls. So all day, every day, they would just have to do back-to-back cold calls, trying to sell something, a product or service. And if you're doing that every single day for weeks or months, you get pretty good at understanding what type of delivery or the words that you use which improve your chances of getting somebody to buy that thing from you.
Yeah.
And then later on in life, when it comes to doing whatever it is that you want to do, you then have that ability to convince people to buy it or invest or whatever it might be.
For sure, actually. Because selling would come part in everything that you do as well.
I mean, even in relationships, like you are, in a sense, sort of kind of selling yourself and be like, hey, I'm a good partner. This is why you should be with me.
This is what I could offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Any other ones?
Skills to make money if you don't even have a degree.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a skill, but working with technology instead of against it. I think a lot of people in our age bracket, just at least people I know, just stay away from social media, saying, okay, it's not for me. It's not, both past, it's for the younger generation. Both me and you make a living from social media. If we had that same attitude, it would be a very different life.
Yeah.
So not just with social media, but AI, same thing. There's some people who are like, oh, you know what, I'm going to lose my job because of it. And there's others who are thinking, okay, I'm a doctor or a dentist. How can I use AI to make more money or to improve what I'm doing? So that's a huge one, especially with the way the world's evolving.
I think there's a lot of people have that thought where they're like, look, I don't want to be a public figure. I don't want to put my face out there. But there is still a way to you can build something on social media, have a presence on social media, but be faceless.
Yeah.
Like I know people who have millions of subscribers of a channel and nobody knows who they are.
Yeah.
So there is always another option. But I try and highlight it to people that, look, everybody is on their phone. Everybody's on social media, worse than ever before.
Oh.
So if you're trying to get their attention to sell something or invest, whatever it might be, like it needs to be on social media somewhere.
Yeah.
And you can go down the route of spending a lot of money on ads, which works, but it costs money. And like if you're starting something, to have this massive expense on ads to begin with, it's going to kill you as a startup. So your best chances is to have organic content, which is going to reach people. Because
if you're starting up, there's two ways to do it: put in a lot of time or put in a lot of money. And the easiest way is probably doing it alongside your job or whatever you're doing, especially if you're starting off and you don't have much money. Just, put in your time growing something organically and then eventually being able to monetize that. Yeah.